In Hungary, a big problem has come up because a former official who did something wrong by hiding sexual crimes at a children's home was let off easily. This has made a lot of people very upset, and it's reported that tens of thousands of Hungarians were protesting. Because of this, Hungary's Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, has said he's going to make new laws to stop this from happening again. Some important people in government who were involved in letting off the official easy were close political allies of Orban, including the president and justice minister who've stepped down. I'm Dr. K, a political scientist who looks at how information is shared. And despite support for Orban in Hungary, this is a textbook example of how there are clear lines in society that should never be crossed or forgiven or overlooked by those in power. When these lines are crossed, the public reactions can be categorized several ways. Moral outrage, or the frustration over the violation of a social contract. Governments are seen as having a duty to protect their citizens, especially children. There are often political consequences, as loss of public trust in government, protests, and demands for accountability happen. This accountability is often seen when people step down, as is in the case in Hungary. This can lead to international criticism. However, Orban seems less concerned about this. He's been under intense pressure from multiple angles as his obstructionist conduct on the international stage has spurred growing frustration among his European and NATO allies. And he's continued to enjoy support domestically. Orban is trying to show he's taking charge by making a new rule that says leaders can't let people off easily if they've hurt children. He's also looking into who works at children's homes to make sure they're safe places. Orban talked about this plan in a speech, but in front of a friendly audience with only certain media allowed to hear him in person. This whole situation is a big challenge for Orban, who's been in charge since 2010, especially with elections coming up. How he handles this problem could affect whether his party stays strong. People are watching to see if the protests keep happening and what the government will do next. Some say this problem is just a small part of a bigger issue in Hungary. I cover news from all over the world and like to point out that politics, how people set up structures to govern, connects us. Let's keep the conversation going. I'm Dr. K.